All right, so we are rolling for the English.
Hi everyone, welcome to the next basket offer for 2018. So this year, to start the year, we are with Cote de Vaudreuil, 2 steps from Montreal, a beautiful vineyard. They have sculpture outside. It's very beautiful, it really is. And then Serge, which is the wine grower here, is very welcoming. So I suggest come and have a look. It's great. It's very, very, very enticing. And then the wine as well. They are very good. They are authentic. They are all wine prices. Wine prices, it means that some people are used to drink wine. They tend to appreciate those enough to say, well, this one I would like to put tomatoes on those. This is what it says. If you're going to like it, that's another matter, but I'm trying to convince you with the details which will add to the ones already on the website. So we're going, obviously I place them into crescendo. It means that from lighter to more intense, and from the start of the meal to the end of the meal. So we're going to start with the sparkling wine. So the sparkling wine is Lulu, beautiful, very, very well made. And it's like, as you can see, it's a pink sparkling wine. So this one is like, just to be able to either by itself or with at the end of the dessert, fruit salad, that sort of thing, it will be marvelous. So we're going to have a little smell onto it, a little scent, very intense, it's great. And then if I wanted to, I could even carafe it. I could leave it an hour and it will be much more interesting. So let's go for the mouth. The bubbles are subtle, are very nice, they're present, long in the mouth, and there's also like a bit of acidity. And it's not perfectly balanced. That means you will ideally, it's created to go with food. So it's what we call a savory kind of like sparkling wine. It all depends on where you want it. For sure, I would serve it to come like soft cheese, for example, or dessert, as I said, cakes, anything like this, they will like it. It's a dry sparkling wine, so it's very low into sugar, and then very beautiful. It's very well made, so a lot of flavor into it, so something you will not be disappointed. Very well done. So we're going to fortify it. Fortified wine, as you know, for me, is not for dessert, like what we do in Porto. In Portugal, is for starter. Starter because it's going to prepare your digestive system with a bit of unctuosity to help your food to start with to prepare your digestive system. So this one, fortified, is point. Just a moment. It's point final. Point final. So this is great. So I love the name of this one. So let's go for it. I love fortified wine. For me, fortified wine is like something which is very strong in the mouth. Obviously, it's 17% alcohol onto this, so that means quite sweet, unctuous. By itself, for sure, I will have like just one glass like this one, about 50 millimeters. To start the meal, this is marvelous for yourself and also for your guests. You say, like, I'm going to prepare your digestive system with something great, and it's just beautiful in the mouth. Everybody loves that sort of thing because we tend to like, sweet things that will give you everything that you want. Also, I can have it with cheese, kind of like any kind of cheese. That would be like lovely because the unctuosity will help to enrobate the paste that is the cheese and make it even much more interesting, much better to digest and to appreciate. So, very well done. Let's go for the first white. First white, as you can see, the color is different because this one is lighter often than this one. So this one was more in barrels, and this one is much more to go with fish, product of the sea. So that's what is going to be this one. This one is Cote Plateau. Cote Plateau 2015. That's the one we offer into the package. Let's go for it. This is beautiful. You have straight away a minerality. It's like you think about a beach, you talk about a seaside. This is it. Beautiful. Very well done. So obviously, this is the kind of wine which need to be carafe. All of those need to be carafe. Those two, not necessarily, but those one dry wine, of course, they're authentic wine. So please do yourself a favor to put them about, like I would say, at least 8 hours carafing of those. But it's something which we need to do for ourselves or for our guests. That means taste it. If it after 8 hours, say, or 6 hours, You like it this way, perfect. It means like this is good for you. But you have a bit of acidity if you don't, and it's going to be uncomfortable if you don't again. So it's very important to prepare those ones. This is what they're there for. It's a living matter. So it's very important to give them the time that they need into the carafe. So again, this one, like any kind of fish, seafood, it would be like marvelous, very beautiful. So we go for the next one. This one, as I said, a little bit more intense. Half of it was already for about a year, 8 months, I believe, into barrels, American barrels, if I remember well. And those one are obviously going to give you a bit more complexity. Just to prove the point, let's go. Again, the richness is very obvious. It's not at all the same. This one is going to go for chicken, anything which is birds, anything which is like pork, that sort of things, like pasta, that will give you like all the richness. But as far as the intensity is concerned, this one will be a 3 out of 5, and this one is going to be a 4 and nearly 4.5 out of 5. So the intensity is quite intense. So please, when you want to pair it, make sure that your dish is very flavorish. Beautiful. Again, it's very rich, a lot of complexity. If you want to have something, we give you a lot and it's long in the mouth, that's the kind of one we will like. This one, again, is going to be a bit of acidity, which is normal. They need to be able to be carafe. I repeat, it's very important, at least 8 hours. A big, large carafe will help it to make it very efficient. So when it's done, we can put it back in your bottles, close it, and put it either in your fridge or in your cellar. And once it's carafe, you will be able to use it for the next 6 months, 8 months easily. At least the work is done and is ready to be served. Let's go for the red. So it's interesting, this one, because the year is different. So this one, I have the 2014 and 2013. We tend to believe that somehow we go for like, let's start with first of all 2013 and 2014, but not in that case. In that case, this one 2014 was a bit lighter. So we wanted to have something, not that we wanted, it's nature's decisions, it's not our decision, it's not the wine grower's decision. Nature decision decided this one is going to be a little bit lighter, and it was the case. So this one is mainly going to go with like, again, same as this one. The intensity is about equivalent, a bit lighter, imagine a bit lighter this one. So it's great to have it like for the same dish. So if I have a nice bird or pork, it's definitely those two I'm going to serve with it, that's for sure. And I will start with this one and then this one. And then after that I will have like a beautiful meal, a lot of flavor, and it will just enhance whatever I will serve on my dish. So let's go for a taste. So a lot of intensity, as I said, onto this one. The acidity is still present, that's normal, that's the way it has to be. The astringents is not that much, just a little bit, just enough to be able to open the pore of your taste buds and then be able to give the whole flow flavor of your of the dish. So it is perfect for this. It's really lovely, it's very rich, and a lot of authenticity onto it, and a lot of originality into the taste. It's not something which you're used to taste, but it's not something that's going to take you off any kind of like, of road you haven't taken before with your palate. So out of 5 in the appreciation, 5, everybody love it, is going to be a 4 or at least a 3.8 for sure. So that means a lot of your guests probably going to appreciate it a lot. Those are actually very easy to appreciate, all of them. That's going to be a 5 out of 5. This one is going to be a 4 out of 5. Those two is going to be 3.8, both of them. Again, because like, the originality, 3.8, I would say. This one is going to be, this one a 4.2, easily 4.5. And this one is going to be about a 4 as well. So this one is just because it's just a bit lighter. People tend to go for a bit more richness and a little bit of intensity. So let's try this one. Again, this one is 2013, so, but it's served afterwards, again, because of the intensity. So in a meal, it would be lovely to have, like, to serve those three wines. So let's go for it. Wow, it's just like, to me, it's just the richness and the authenticity is nothing like, there's no chemical product into it, so you can smell the fact that it is rich and beautiful, and it's like, it's the earth. And this is what I want to taste. Lovely. I mean, it's completely like unrubbing all your mouth all over, and it's very long. It's like, and then after that, you just want to have a dish to go with it, just to enhance it. It's just like, this is great. And then the acidity again, and then you have like the bitterness a little bit, again, to open the pore of your taste buds. It's just lovely. And a bit more richness in this one, so a bit more intense. So this is very well done. So I love the tangos. Tangos is like, you know, you want to go dance with them. This is what you want to do. So you go for the last one. This one is the Reserve. Reserve obviously is something which we used to in France to say like, no, this is mine, it's reserved, and that's because it's reserved, you want it, obviously, and also if it's good for you, that means it's good for me. But now it is yours much more like, you know, it's passing barrels. So one passing barrels usually, and much more the method of the share is much more complex onto this one than the others. So let's go for this one. Whew. So it's a breath of fresh air, if I may say, express myself like this. So, this is great. You can see those who like very rich, very intense, very like, you know, a lot of complexity. That's the kind of wine they will find themselves in. But at least it's not like, you know, it was not nature made it in a way. You know, it's not something which was like adding some kind of chemicals or coloring or anything like this to try to make it a little bit like, you know, more intense. No way. Those are what we call authentic wine. So you want to taste the earth. You want to taste something which is like is nature, is here. This is it. That is no cheating or anything like this. This is real wine. So if you are used to something, maybe make your taste, you know, to get used to those, because at some point this is what we're going to find most of the time. So this is what I had to present to you today. They are amazing. I hope you like this offer. Please, if you have any questions, come back to me. I'll be able to explain that. Or come and have a visit. Come and have a visit. This is great. Serge, call Serge. Will be able to give you more information about this wine from the source. This is great too. And I hope you enjoy. Please give me some feedback on those. And it will be great to see you for the next offer of wine. Thank you very much.